Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 35 of Wrestling with Brent. Before I go into the reviews, I just want to say I'm not going to review MLW anymore. I still watch it and I thought it was pretty good, the other night, Wednesday night. Um, but my viewers are down and, just don't seem like a lot of people's watching anyway and they probably just makes the video longer and it's just more for me to have to shoot and keep up with. So I'm gonna still watch it, but I'm not gonna review it anymore. Same with NXT. Um, so I'll just be doing the and Ring of Honor and AEW reviews every week, and some New Japan when there's a big event happening or a big event that I watch. I'll try to do that too. Um, yep. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Also, before I get into the review, I just want to go over just a few newsworthy headlines I figure in the wrestling world. Um, Sunday night was the big NXT pay per view event. To be honest, I thought it was very good. It wasn't great, like it wasn't legendary like a lot of them earlier NXT takeover shows was. But it's the best you're gonna get the way NXT is run now. It's the best you're gonna get. I thought all the matches was good. I just really enjoyed the whole thing. I thought they did a really good job. It's the best takeover they've had in a long time. Uh, it's been the last, 3 or 4 last times. So I mean, I thought it was very good, very solid. For people that just want to watch a good wrestling match, I know I talk about him a lot, and I've always said several times he's my favorite NXT wrestler. But Johnny Gargano and Kushida, who I loved in New Japan, had a really good match on the pay per view. Um, so if you're a wrestling fan and you just want a good wrestling match, very competitive, very in your face, just very good match, really back and forth, go check that out on the network, the NXT pay per view, Vengeance Day, Kushida versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American title. It's worth watching. It was a instant classic in my opinion. Great match. Yes, I thought the takeover was good. Um, All right, Monday Night Raw, I thought was garbage again as usual. Um, they did a thing. Alexa Bliss did a skit. It was kind of cool but kind of creepy. It was stupid because it had her sitting in a pentagram, saying the Fiend was going to be reborn. He was coming back, and whatever. Yeah. Uh, Lacey Evans is pregnant in real life by her husband. So in the storyline, they're gonna keep him on TV. And the storyline they picked him on the night was that it's Ric Flair's baby, which everybody knows that true. It's her husband's. So that was just another more reason why Raw's just stupid, uh, dumb. Uh, yeah. So that's Raw. Raw sucked as usual. What else is new? Yep. So there's that. Also, Wednesday night during NXT, um, there was some controversy that went on online. After the NXT went off the air, fans that was in attendance got worried about Kyle O'Reilly. But he collapsed at ringside uh, after Adam Cole had beat him up and they went off air. After Adam Cole put him in the steps, he collapsed. Was like shaking and I think convulsing. A bunch of fans, took pictures of it and was sharing around on the internet like in no time, like within minutes. Everybody was thinking Colorado had a really heart attack, including myself. When I first heard about it, I was doing some digging on it, couldn't find no updates. Um, Even Dakota Kai from NXT tweeted out, hope Colorado's okay. New Japan Pro Wrestling, they were tweeted out, we heard about Colorado's incident, we hope he gets better. So they even thought it was real. A lot of people did. Um, Come to find out, good news, it wasn't real. Um, it's part of the angle, part of the storyline. Colorado just sold it really well. Um, Adam Cole, of course, interfered again and beat up Colorado again. Adam Cole has left the Undisputed Era and turned heel on everybody, turned his back on all of them. And, yeah, so they did this just to make the rivalry just a little bit more, personal. And I liked it. I thought it was good. When you get people to react like that, especially the fans online, and even other companies, thinking it's real, that's good for storyline. Um, you know, something different, Usually WWE, especially now, is just so fake. I mean, you can just tell the obvious botches and the way the storylines are written and the stuff they made to say, the stuff they have to say, like on Raw, for example, just ridiculous stuff. Um, yeah. So it's good to see a little bit of realism out of NXT, WWE for once. Uh, yep. Really quick, I'm gonna quit rambling on here. I just want to say too, I hadn't had a chance to talk about this yet, but I've hate what NXT have done. NXT has done with Cameron Grimes. This new character he's had the last couple weeks now. I believe it was last week or week before last. He come out there with a bunch of money in a Ferrari, saying he had big money. He was going to the moon. He bought a GameStop stock and it went up, and he's rich and a millionaire, and it's really cocky and arrogant and just. But I mean, his promo was so over the top. That first one, it was just so stupid. He started moaning and groaning into the microphone and yelling and uh, laying on the ground, and it was just really dumb. I hate this new character for him. And it dawned on me the reason why all this come out of nowhere. Um, I believe NXT is trying to copy Matt Hardy for his character now in AEW, the broken Matt gimmick, the big money Matt gimmick. Cause this new Cameron Grimes gimmick is really similar. It's just really dumb, and I hate it. Cameron Grimes is just annoying on the mic, but he is interesting, because he's so different with his look and all. He's a really good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. He puts on good matches, but this new character, especially, is just horrible. They need to end it ASAP. I hate the new character. Um, from what I've seen, a lot of people online liked it, so whatever. I hated it personally. Like, it's stupid, dumb, but just horrible promo. One of the worst I've ever heard. But terrible. But yeah, just want to give my thoughts on that. All right, so here we go into the shows. So here we go. Start with Ring of Honor first. Now, I want to say before I review the shows for this week, thought Ring of Honor was very good. It picked up where it left off last week. It was a very good episode. Um, and also, I want to say I thought AEW was very, very good as well. I think it's the best episode I've had the last 3 or 4 weeks. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed all the matches and everything. I really enjoyed it. The sleeper of the night and the match I think that stole the show was the whole best thing of the whole show. Was very surprising was the women's match. Um, and I was excited to see this match. I know a lot of people don't care for Rio, but I've always liked Rio. But I thought Rio and Serena Deeb had a really good match. I really liked it. I thought it was the best match of the night. Um, so I really loved the AEW show. I know a lot of people online didn't like it, but I personally loved it. I thought it was very good. I was really into it the whole show. Yeah, but I'll go into that, in detail when I do that review. All right, so here we go for Ring of Honor. Um, all right, so here we go at the beginning of the show. It starts off, shows the foundation together with Fred Yehi and Wheeler Yuta. Jay Lethal is telling everybody that today they will play a six-man tag team match. Gives each other to show the world what Ring of Honor is really about. Quinn McKay, then chimes in, welcomes everybody, to the show. She always looks so pretty and beautiful every time she does a really good job, I think, of moderating the show. Um, Basically, she just recaps kind of what's been happening in Ring of Honor lately. First, when the show first starts, she's talking about Maria Kanellis and how she's back in Ring of Honor and how she's doing this Facebook group for Ring of Honor fans called The Experience. Um, uh, Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman greet everybody. We get a promo from Tony Deppen. Good lead to this first match. It was Tony Deppen versus LSG. I've heard a lot about both of these wrestlers. I've seen LSG, a time or two here and there. Hadn't seen him in a long time, so I know he can wrestle. I thought this was a really good match. I really liked it. Very competitive. In your face, back and forth. It's the first time I saw Tony Deppen. I've heard a lot about him. He really impressed me. I thought he did a really good job. I thought it was a really good match. But before the match started, Ring of Honor did, another video package, and they talked about Tony Deppen and basically LSG, how they got their starts, and it was just very good. And then it all led up to this match here, tied into this match that they had. Um, was a good match. I really liked it. LSG won. He beat Tony Deppen. He beat him by pinfall. They fought for a good 11 minutes and 57 seconds. It was a good, not a short match, but a good, solid match. Very back and forth, very hard hitting. Had some good submissions in it. They really threw some shots at each other, back and forth. Had some good near falls. Um, some kick out, really close pin attempts. Was just a very solid match, which is very good. Um, Yep, so there you have it. LSG won. He beat Tony Deppen. Uh, and also, Ian Regavani made the point this match was actually voted by the fans. So the fans actually they asked to get Tony Deppen back in a match, and that's how it happened. So I thought that was kind of cool. RX paying attention to the fans. Yep. Uh, Now Quinn McKay is back in the back, and she's it's another video package. Quinn McKay is now moderating a kind of family therapy thing between the Briscoe brothers. Jay Briscoe said he thinks there's nothing to discuss. Mark said he's still upset that his brother preferred to mess with VC3 instead of chasing him for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. Uh, in the end, they agreed to pull together again from now on. So kind of gave me the feeling like they sort of made up, but we'll see. So this is a cool little exchange between them. I liked it. It was cool. Uh, Now we get another video package. It's a hybrid title match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Roosh and Shane Taylor, and that'll be in 2 weeks. I'm excited for that match. It should be really good. I'm really looking forward to that match. Um, all right, so that's all later to the main event, the last match of the night. Um, Six-man tag team match, and this basically picked up where last week's left off when they was fighting in our barn at ringside. Um, Jay Lethal, Rhett Titus, and Wheeler Utah, and they was against Jonathan Gresham, Tracy Williams, Freddie Yehi. Jay Lethal, Rhett Titus, and Wheeler Utah. They won against Gresham, Williams, and Freddie Yehi. Rhett Titus got the pinfall victory with a drop kick. But it was a very good match, very solid. Everybody wrestled and tagged each other in back and forth. Everybody shined a little bit, had their spots where they shined. Um, Jay Lethal looked good. Jonathan Gresham looked really good. Slept on them submission holds. Freddie Yehi looked good. I thought everybody did good. Tracy Williams looked good. Red Titus even done a good job. This was a very good match, and I really liked it. Um, I liked how it paid off from the end of last week and late into this week, and I thought it was a good match. I liked it. So, like I said, Jay Lethal and his team got the win, and it was a 17-minute and 47-second match. It was a good, uh, not long but good, good match. It wasn't a squash match, but it wasn't like a really classic match or a long match, but it was just a really good match. It didn't overstay its welcome. Um, yeah. So yeah, it was a very good match. And after they announced that, um, they announced Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe versus Dragon Lee and Kenny King, and Mexi Squad, Bandito, Ray Horse, and Flamita versus Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Soldier Savagery, Moses and Khan, and it's going to be the R8 six-man tag team championship. So they announced that at the end of the show before it went off the air, and I thought that was a really cool announcement. Um, so I was really excited for that. Just a very good Ring of Honor show for Ring of Honor. I really liked it. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Very good show. I liked it. Ring of Honor continues to put on the best wrestling show right now. Ever since they've been back from the pandemic, they've been killing it. It's even better than AEW, just by a little bit. Um, AEW is still very good. I still love it. Um, But I think right now, just the way Ring of Honor is consistently just putting on great shows week after week with a lot of detail and everything, Ring of Honor is the best wrestling going right now, in my opinion. And New Japan, has been very good as well. But I'm saying just for like as soon as American wrestling, ROH is better than AEW. It's the best right now. AEW is a really close second. Um, MLW is pretty good. NXT is okay, and WWE, it's just SmackDown's up and down. Raw's terrible. NXT's up and down. Uh, yep, that's just where we're at right now in the state of wrestling and in wrestling in the U.S. And Impact, they're not even relevant. They're terrible. Yep. So another good Ring of Honor show. Very good. 6 out of 10. All right. Now for the AEW show. Like I said, I personally love this show a lot. A lot of people, what I read online afterwards, didn't like it. I don't know what they was watching. I must have been watching a completely different channel, completely different program because I thought it was very good. Like I loved the whole thing. I just thought all the matches were good, storylines and etc. It was very entertaining in my opinion. Um, and the crowds too, they seemed more into it. The wrestlers themselves, the crowds at ringside, just everybody just seemed really into it. Just had a good energy. The show had a good energy, in the air, good feeling to it. Um, All right, first match right off the bat. AEW Dynamite opens up with Hangman Page. Uh, was Matt Hardy and Hangman Page versus TH2, the Hybrid 2. I liked the match. I thought it was good. Matt Hardy and Hangman really worked good together as a team. Um, TH2 looked good. Jack Evans, especially has some botches, here and there. TH2 has some botches, but they're so the way they wrestle, they're so unorthodox. When you wrestle like they do, you're going to have botches. And they don't get to wrestle every week, so they're going to be rusty, only rush, a couple times a week, especially on TV, I'm sure they get some practice time in, but practicing live TV or practicing just being on TV or being a taped show, just when the cameras are going, it's just a whole different animal, And but TH2 I thought looked good. They are competitive. They are tough. They do some unique moves. They work really well together. Jack Evans and Angelico. They're both very skilled, very good athletes, very different. I just like their style. No, a lot of people don't, but I just like THT's style, something about them. I like their attire. I think it's cool looking for all them green and yellow and all. Neon. Um, I thought Matt Hardy and Hangman Page looked good in this match. I thought they did good together. They gel good as a team. In my opinion, I think they do it, make a good team together. Um, but basically, the match ended. Adam Page looked good, did some cool moves like he always does. Did a lot of the same moves. Hit a spine bust on Helico. Got a big clothesline in the corner. Page get that follow-away slam. Dove to the outside, which looked cool. Uh, Page reversed, did a powerbomb at one point, looked good. Uh, Hardy got a blind tag in and goes for the twist of fate. Evans reversed him, throws Hardy into Adam into Page. TX2 hit a neck breaker and back breaker combo. It looked cool. Um, Evans went for a 450. And that's where he missed. It kind of had a botch and only got two count. He didn't get all up, but it still looked pretty cool to the very end. Um, TH2 then went for a double team flip. Page hit a buckshot Lariat out of nowhere on both of them. Matt Hardy got the twist of fate for a 3 count, and Matt Hardy on this one he had that extra aggressive with his new heel character he's doing. He just seemed to just apply this move a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more I don't know what you call it, strength or aggressiveness or roughness. It just looked really brutal. It looked really cool. I think it might have been the best twist of fate I've ever seen him do. I just thought it looked really cool, especially when they showed it back on camera. It just looked so cool on camera coming across TV. It looked so cool. Um, yeah. So Matt Hardy got the win for a 3 count twist of fate. After that, Hardy and Page celebrating in the ring. Hardy and Page ended up having a conversation on the microphone, and it basically comes out that Page admits that he tricked Hardy last week. He switched papers on him. Basically, what it was in the papers that had a stipulation where Hangman is going to fight Matt Hardy at the pay-per-view. So that was cool. I liked it. Little different. I liked it. I thought it was good. Um, yeah, so this was a cool little interaction, good match, cool little interaction after. Nice, the tight little storyline in there. Um, all right. Uh, Also, during this throwdown, Matt Hardy had brought out the Jaguars mascot to hand Hangman Page a contract or whatever, and well, I think it was Hangman Page that sent him out to offer Hardy the contract. Uh, all of a sudden, Matt Hardy's like, get him, motions him to get him. The mascot attacks Adam Page. He takes his helmet off, and it's shown to be Isaiah Cassidy. And Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy just whooping up on Hangman Page, stomping on him. Dark Order come in and make the save. And Hangman's kind of posing and smiles with Dark Order. So they're still kind of clinging on to that Hangman may be doing in Dark Order. So we'll see. I like that how cool they tied that little storyline in too. Yep. All right, so now we get up interview with Marvez. He's interviewing the Inner Circle. Santana says it's their first match from the tag team titles finally. MJF says Sammy's yet to nut up and apologizes to him. Jericho blames MJF for Sammy leaving the Inner Circle. Says some of it was MJF's fault. Most of it was Sammy's. Jericho says bad choice after bad choice has brought them to this. Jericho says Sammy is dead to him and never wants to hear his name again. Jericho says let's go and win some championships. Now get a commercial break. Now we get they show the highlights of the first round of the Eliminator tournament for the women, which led to the AEW World Title Eliminator tournament round one match. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Serena Deeb versus Rio. I really liked this match. I thought it was really good. Best match of the night. One of the best AEW women's matches they've ever had. Just a very good match. I really liked it. Crowd welcome back to Rio. Rio waved. Rio still looked pretty. Deeb looked really good. It was a very competitive match, very back and forth. Had some cool roll ups. They had a sequence towards the end where they got each other with different roll ups and trying to pin each other. It was very cool, different pins. Had some Rio got several of her outfits in. Northern Light suplex. Got those kicks in. You even got a couple diving foot tops in. I think Serena Deeb kicked out of one of them, which I was surprised. Um, Deeb got in some good submissions. Um, Deeb got in, some good mat wrestling, technical wrestling on Rio. Just a very good match. Basically, it ended up Rio climbed back up to the top, and she hit the double foot stomp, got the 2 count. Rio missed her running knee strike. Rio and Deeb traded near falls, back and forth. Pinning predicaments. Rio got the upper hand on one and finally got the pin. So it was a really good competitive match. I really liked it. Rio got the win. So there you go. Next, they have a video package of Shaq and Jake Cargill training on a basketball court. So a lot of people didn't like this, but I thought this was a um, good little video. I like to see more of Jade, actually wrestling, but they showed her working out, last week, so we've seen her body and the whole workout. For those that don't know Jade's background, looked it up, I read everything on her. She used to be a Division One, or I think a Division One, did a Division One or Division Two basketball player in college. So that was the point of her basketball, shooting basketball. So I thought that made sense, but that's just me. I know a lot of people said they didn't care for the segment. I enjoyed it. Um, just my opinion. Yep, it's a good video package for Jade and Shaq, and I'm looking forward to that match. I think I'm one of the only ones that is looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it. It's got my interest. Now we have Best Friends music playing and Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy coming out. They go to commercial. Back from commercial, it leads to the next match. Chaos Project comes out, Lupa and Serpentico. Orange Cassidy versus Lupa. Um, Lupa gets the match started before the bell rings. He throws Chuck Taylor off the ring apron. Serpentico dives on him, attacks him. Lupa attacked Orange Cassidy from behind, ripped his shirt off. Hit a big powerbomb for a 2 count on Cassidy. Lupa swung Orange into the corner. Orange powerbombed Lupa off of the apron. It looked really cool on the floor in the ring. Taylor and Serpentico fought, Taylor hit the awful waffle, and they get out of the ring. And of course, that let Orange Cassidy back in the ring. Um, Back in the ring, Orange Cassidy was able to hit the orange punch on Luther and got the 3 count. So Orange Cassidy got the win. A lot of people didn't like this match either, but I enjoyed this match. Thought, it was a good little squash match, for Orange Cassidy. Something quick. Yep, so good match. Lupa did his part. Lupa just a job of let it get beat up. Same as Serpentico, and they do a good job of it. Lupa's not much of a wrestler, but in his promos and the way he speaks, just really weird. But I like his character as far as the way he's look, and I like how he screams. Yeah, I think it's funny. It's just so weird and out there and different. I just think it's funny. Yep. Uh, so good match. I liked it. Glad Orange Cassidy got the win. Hope they start doing more of him here lately. Here eventually. Um, all right, so now we have a video recap of Sting and Darby's rivalry and Team Taz. Uh, Taz then comes out and gets to the ring and's talking. It's Hook, Taz, and Brian Cage. He calls Sting out. Sting gets in the ring. Taz is mocking him, says, "You ain't going to do nothing. With the better be glad you bought the bat. You ain't going to do anything. You need that bat." Sting takes the bat and throws it away. Taz said that was a bad move. Um, Brian Cage goes up to Sting. Sting goes up to Brian Cage. Sting gets up, head him in the corner and gets some shots in. Um, Brian Cage gets a kick to him to his gut. Um, Picks up Sting in a power bomb and just really playing some hard, drives Sting down hard. Just a really nasty looking power bomb. It looked really cool. And Team Taz stood over Sting and stared him down, talked trash to him, and then they left. So this was a good good little competition. It's good to see Sting finally get a little physical. I couldn't believe he actually done that. He's got that physical, took a power off from Brian Cage, but they said he wanted to do it and he was man enough to do it. So I give him respect, give him props on that for doing it. Um, and hats off to him, he took that bump like a champ because it looked really nasty. Um, yeah. All right, now we have Eddie Kingston. He does like a backstage thing with a video package. It was very good. He said Eddie Kingston said he requested a match tonight. He said Lance Archer had been bothering him for months, said Spinks is a waste of space and he only wanted his brother. Then he said Mox is an old friend and a demon he needs to get rid of, says. Uh, he said he couldn't get rid of Moxley with pills, drinking, or women. The only way he could be by beating him. It's the only way he can get rid of Moxley. So it was a good promo by Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston just so good on the mic. The promo was just excellent. Just so believable and real sounding. Um, Next commercial break, back for commercial. They show Team Taz's earlier beatdown on Sting. Next, we get a video package with Kenny Omega, and he's at a middle school or a kindergarten school or preschool, reading the little kids reading the Young Bucks book, and dressed like just like a rich jerk, and just being just really uppity and um, you know one of the kids that they like holding hands or something. It was really funny. And Cass was there, and they was, Kenny cut the meeting the reading a little short, got up and left, and Doc Callis said they didn't have time, and they said, "Want kids? They want to play with us." And Doc Callis said, "Uncle Kenny and Uncle Don don't have time," but they said, "Well, Nakazawa will play with you." And they said, "We don't want Nakazawa. We want Kenny and Don." And one of the kids walks over and punches and kicks Nakazawa in the knee, and they all tackle him down, tackle him on the ground, and a dog piling him. And as it goes off, the kid and them just kind of walk out, just kind of cockily and just nonchalantly walk out. I thought it was a really funny, cool little segment, so I liked it. Um, uh, Now Santana and Ortiz make their entrance with the Inner Circle. The Young Bucks music comes. They show the Young Bucks right there in the crowd in the front row. Young Bucks hug them. JR's talking about how his parents been married, how the Young Bucks' parents been married for 40 years, and how um, his dad's a pastor. So I thought that was cool. And also, a little side note before I go into this match, I thought the Young Bucks' parents did a really good job as far as the acting was. When they was on screen, they wouldn't take their eyes off of the Inner Circle, especially the dad. He was just really locked in and really into it. He didn't overact or act stupid or goofy like WWE has people do, like parents do when they put them on screen and stuff. So I just thought it was really cool. Just thought I'd mention it. Um, Now on to the match. Thought this was a very good match. I really liked it. Very back and forth. There was a couple times I thought Santana Ortiz could get the upset win. Um, had a lot of cool double team moves back and forth. I really liked the Young Bucks ring attire. I thought the colors looked cool. Um, Santana looked good in this match. Ortiz looked good. Basically, like I said, the match is really back and forth. Had some big moves. Had some cool flips in it. It basically ended up with they was doing moves on each other back and forth. Santana Ortiz hit a big move, and I thought it was the 3 count. I believe it was the Ghetto Blaster or Ghetto Drill or whatever they call it. And when the Young Bucks come back in just in the nick of time, like around 2.9 seconds. I mean, right when his hand was coming down, he got in there and broke the pin up, saved the belt for him, and for the Young Bucks, saved the match for the Young Bucks. Um, Young Bucks eventually hit a Doomsday Device on Santana. Matt and Nick hit a powerbomb kick in the corner. They hit double super kicks. Um, I believe it was Santana. Uh, I forget which one, but it was Santana Ortiz did a Falcon Arrow on one of the Bucks off of the top rope. It looked really cool for a 2 count. Um, yep. Uh, Towards the end of the match, Santana and Ortiz hit a double powerbomb onto Matt Jackson. They powerbombed into the crowd. Nick Ortiz got in the ring, was being cocky, going the best, like he does, and he wasn't paying attention to Nick. Got an inside cradle on him for a quick pin. Uh, so there you have it, Young Bucks still tag champions. This was a very good match. I really liked it. After the match is over, Inner Circle attacked the Young Bucks after the match. Omega and the Good Brothers showed him backstage. Kenny Omega was contemplating whether he should go out there or not. Callis, was saying, don't go out there, no. The Good Brothers, like they didn't really want to go, but they went out there and they came out slowly. Um, Omega did say we should go help, but Callis stopped him. Brandon Cutler come to help out. Hager destroys him, Jake Hager. Uh, Jericho and MJF have double submissions on the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are tapping out. The Good Brothers finally come out to help. Jericho pushes the Young Bucks' father, and the father pushes him back in the crowd. So I thought that was cool. MJF telling the daddy he was a sack of crap or something like that. I thought that was cool. So it was a whole really good match and a good segment. I liked it. It was very cool. Um, Commercial break. Back from commercial. Brandy Rhodes announces a gender reveal. Cody and Brandy come to the stage. Titantron revealed it's a girl, and they shoot it out of the pyro comes out of the stage like pink or whatever. Very cool. Cody and Brandy celebrate on stage, so congratulations to Cody and Brandy on having a baby girl. Happy for him. Cody's a lucky man to be married to baby and having a baby by Brandy. Wish them all both the best. I'm a big fan of both of them. I love them a lot. I'm just a big fan of both of them. Yep. Now FTR make their entrance. Cody joins commentary. Matt and his brother Mike Sydal enter the ring. Uh, FTR versus Matt Sydal and Mike Sydal. I like this match. I thought it was good. Matt Sydal and his brother Mike looked good. I've never saw his brother before. They both looked good. So it was cool to see him. I thought both teams worked good together as a team. FTR had a good match. So did the Sydals. It was very competitive back and forth. slow at times, but it was still a good match. I liked it. Competitive tag team match. Um, Basically ended with FTR getting eventually hitting the big rig. Used to be called the I forget what it used to be called, but FTR hit the finisher that they usually use, and it looked really cool as it always does. Uh, Called the big rig now for the 3 count. So FTR beat them. Now we get a promo from John Moxley. John Moxley says Kingston always had a stick up his butt. Moxley says he is probably the only person who cares about Eddie. Says the whole world will watch him put Kenta to the ground on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Uh, Says he's going to take back the AEW Championship from Omega. He Moxley said Omega is still in his crosshairs. Says time is now to pull the trigger. So that was cool. Commercial break. Kingston, Butcher, and Blade make the entrance to Lance Archer. Enters through from the crowd. I thought that was cool. Phoenix enters from the same place, and Moxley comes out last. Led to the match: Moxley, Lance Archer, Ray Phoenix, and Eddie versus Eddie Kingston, Butcher, and Blade. I really liked this match. I thought it was very good. Lance Archer looked really good, like a beast. Even did some moments flying around crossbodies and stuff, looked good. Ray Phoenix eventually got a tag in at one point and did some really cool moves like he always does. Ray Phoenix is also one of my favorite wrestlers. Eddie Kingston got in and looked good, did good with the facials and wrestling and everything, and just being an overall heel, he just did a really good job always. Butcher and Blade both looked good. Butcher looked really good. So he gets better and better the more I see him. They both just look menacing and aggressive and dangerous, and yeah. Uh, yeah, I really liked this match. Thought it was good. Going down to the end of it, Moxley and Kingston fought in the ring. Kingston hit a back fist, and Moxley got a lariat on him. Moxley hit a big clothesline, and then he got his paradigm shift for the win. Uh, so John Moxley, Lance Archer, and Ray Phoenix got the win. So it was a good match. I liked it. After the match is over, Moxley celebrates. Good Buds attack him from behind. Omega comes out, says Moxley doesn't look so tough now. Said he looks pathetic. Omega cut a really good promo. I really liked it. Omega starts screaming. Omega says he will get his rematch at Revolution. Says the match will be an exploding barbed wire death match. Moxley headbutted Omega. Omega. Uh, um, the Good Brothers are holding Moxley. Moxley headbutts Omega. Omega had on these really cool looking, weird looking boots, just to look overly extra douchey, like a douchebag. And I liked it. Playing into his character, and they thought it looked cool. Moxley headbutted Omega when he was still getting restrained by Good Brothers, held by the Good Brothers. After that, Kenny Omega used his boots and delivered a really nasty looking V trigger to Moxley. While the Good Brothers held him, so I thought it was really cool. Omega said Moxley did this and he will never get the belt back. And Dominant goes off the air for Omega standing tall, so I thought it was a really good promo and ending by AEW and by Omega and Moxley. Good Brothers, I thought it was really cool and a good match. And like I said, this was just a very good show in my opinion. I really liked it. I give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was very good. It's AEW 7 out of 10. I know a lot of people probably didn't like it, didn't say it wasn't nothing special. I disagree. I thought it was very, very good. I really liked it. Best AEW show in weeks. And I love all their shows, even the ones that haven't been near as good. I just love all of AEW shows ever since it started. But they do a good job. Much better than WWE. God, and much better than Impact. Or NXT, in my opinion. And Raw and SmackDown. Um, yep. So like I said, this was a very good show. AEW, uh, 6 out of 10. Very good show. So this was another good week of wrestling. Um, Hope you guys like this video. Hope I keep getting more subscribers, and hope I get some feedback from you all, and just let me know how I'm doing. Hope I'm doing a good job and breaking stuff down good enough for y'all. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. I'll catch you on the next video next week. Happy wrestling. See ya. Also, very quickly before I end the video, I want to say on a side note, my nephew wanted him to give a shout out. So shout out to my little nephew. Go check out his YouTube channel, Evan Carter. It's really cool. Yep. All right, guys. See you. Bye.